Okay, we're going to go over the installation of a JLT Next Generation cold air kit on your 0304 Cobra. This kit comes standard in a black textured OEM finish or is offered in your car's exact body color. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first thing we need to do is get the stock airbox out of the way. We've got an 8mm bolt here that holds the airbox on. You've got your mass air meter plug here. That's a squeeze and pull. It's easier to get that as you're pulling the unit out. We've got an inlet air temperature sensor here, squeeze and pull. PCV connection here, that comes off. You're going to loosen the clamp at the throttle body, and you're going to remove this vacuum line right here like that. Remove the stock upper tube from the mass air meter and pull the inlet air temperature sensor out of the hole in the tube and put that in the grommet in the bottom of the JLT. Now you want to remove the mass air meter from the stock airbox by removing these 4 10mm bolts. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to bolt the aluminum mass air adapter onto your mass air meter using these 4 supplied bolts and this supplied rubber gasket. You're going to put the gasket on the mass air meter. You're going to put the adapter on. The bolts come through the mass air meter and thread into the mass air adapter. Okay, first thing we need to do is mount the apron plate. I like to go ahead and put some duct tape around this metal hole in the apron. There's some jagged metal in there and this will just help protect the pipe during installation. We also need to put the mass air meter in the fender well now that the mass air meter is going in the fender well. So just go ahead and pull that wiring harness over, put that in the fender well hole there, and go ahead and mount your apron plate. Okay, we've got the inlet air temperature sensor and the grommet in the bottom of the tube. We're going to go ahead and set this in the hole in the apron. Take this time now while you're going down, go ahead and plug in your inlet air temperature sensor. Lower this down onto the throttle body. Plug in the PCV connection here. Take the vacuum line that's supplied in the kit, set that on the fitting there, install the hard plastic line that you removed when you took your stock airbox out, and go ahead and just tighten the clamp at the throttle body. Okay, we've mounted our filter onto the mass air adapter, which is on the mass air meter, and we've got our reducer. We're going to go ahead and put this on the tube into the fender well. Okay, there's no need to remove the wheel, but it will help. I've got the wheels turned all the way to the right. I've got it just slightly jacked up. The wheel's not even off the ground. We're going to go ahead and we're going to remove this screw in the bumper cover. There's a push pin here, and there's a push pin on the frame rail in front. And go ahead and pull that splash shield down. Okay, we've got our filter and mass air assembly in the fender well, up on the tube. Clamp at the tube, just needs to be finger tight. There is a barb at the end of this tube as well. Go ahead and plug in your mass air meter and put your splash shield back up. Okay, there is your fully installed JLT cold air kit on your 0304 Cobra.